Hey, what's up? So, Mr. Baldy here. I just wanted to make a different type of video. Um, this is one of my hobbies. I invest in a wide variety of things: stocks, crypto, my 401k, guns, bullion. I don't really share a lot of that kind of stuff. The collectible side I share on my Instagram at werdism pro. Cards, retro games, stuff like that. I don't really feel comfortable showing my gun collection, bullion, and my other portfolios online. But Counter Strike is one of my hobbies. I've been flipping skins for a while. I've been involved in the market since 2013, 14 when skins first came out. And I was heavy into skins back in 2014 and 2015. As you can see here, I had the Hal, Medusa, Poseidon, hydroponic. I can go through pictures here. There's like 15 knives in my inventory. I used to gamble a lot on CSGO jackpot. Odd time, doing couple $1,000 coin flips, going in the jackpots with thousands of dollars. It was a wild time. And when I watch videos from the era, my gut cringes a little bit. Like, I don't really gamble. I'll open cases once in a while, but nothing crazy. But that time it was like a 5-month period where I was going wild into it. And I have a very addictive personality. So when Valve sent out the cease and desist and, that stuff was taken down and OP Skins was taken down, I cashed out my inventory. And coming back into the CS2 market a few years back, I was blown away by the prices of skins because I guess, with buff and Chinese market, the skins pumped overall. And things are still profitable. I mean, I'm up $5,000 the past few months just sitting on skins. I had 2 hydras I flipped. I made $500,000. I missed my hydra, but whatever. I had a butterfly. This butterfly slaughter. It's a .03 with a phoenix pattern, and then I had Karambit with a perfect corner phase 4. I paid around $1,200 for both of them. I flipped the butterfly for almost $3,000 and the Karambit for $2,400. I should have held on to the Karambit a bit longer because they went up to like $3,300, but I was happy with a 2x. I always said if they 2x, I'm selling, and I just didn't expect it. And it happened so quick within like a month that I turned like overall 3.5, 4K profit, and I liquidated into primarily coverts. Is that the right move? I don't know. I still have a pile of coverts. A brief rundown of my inventory here. A lot of coverts, a lot of classifieds. I'm heavy into stickers, especially old team stickers. I'm obsessed with Nodus Vincier, Fnatic, Virtus Pro, and NIP from 2014 to 2017. I have all the stickers besides, the Katos. I'm not touching them. They're insanely expensive. Some random sticker investments, some cases. I have a couple storage containers as well. But you get the gist of my inventory here. A lot of old papers. I think they'll all go somewhere one day. But I'm already in profit on a lot of these. But I feel like they have a lot of room to run. They're not super liquid, though. That's the issue. In this market, they're not super liquid. I just like having them as a collector. But overall, my inventory sits at like $23,000 to $25,000. I'm in probably 15, 16K over, time, of course. But it helped liquidating and moving things around. The thing is, when you look on float, the price of things, it does not algorize, your low floats, they catch a premium, your crafts catch like 5 to 25% depending on the craft, and then like rare patterns, like a lot of these are all low floats in their respective wares, and a lot of them have like over $100, $200 crafts on them, and especially for my loadout weapons. But this Bayo, it'll show it sells for $750, right? But it's a Fire and Ice 7th. It's Fire and Ice to the 7th true. So it is a true fire and ice pattern. So this fetch is like 1100 to 1300 right now. So that's like skimming 400 off the total value. A lot of the knives are double zeros or they have patterns. All the guns are low floats. Like if they're Minware, they're like 0.08s to 0.09s. But yeah, I went from like when I got out of the market there for several months, and then I got back in when I sold the knives, and then I flipped the hydras. My gloves, I had Crimson Web specialist gloves. They were 5 web, 3 real web. I got a trade for Marble Fade specialist gloves. I just feel like they go better with overall loadouts, and they have a better trend line in the past, and they're going for like 1200 to 1300 right now. So I paid 600 for the gloves, so I'm already up double on the gloves too, and I still haven't sold them. My blue phosphor is up to like 850, 900. I paid 500 for it. So we're up in profit on, we're up pretty good on the phosphor. The fire strip I paid 800 for. It goes for 1200 with the craft, 400. This is even. The Oni's recent. A lot of these are just even. Maybe down a bit on some of these because with the recent trade restrictions for the reversals and all that happened a week or two ago, the market went down a bit. I'm up 50 bucks on the Fennec. The knives, all even besides the fire and ice, I'm up 300 on. We'll see where the market goes with these. Oh, the hot rod, I paid 80 and the craft's like 150, 200 bucks. So that's up $150. A lot of other items are up. I bought the containment breach, $30 less. So a lot of these are trending up from where I bought, which is great. Berries and cherries, I think I spent, my gosh, it was a while ago, a year or two ago, 60, probably goes for 140. 75 on this, probably worth 95, 105. So you see, there's profits. My Emerald Glock's already up 70. These are all subject to change. If the market goes down, whatever. But yeah, what I did, I liquidated, I had a Prince Dream, a Vulcan, what else did I trade? A Jaguar. I paid 40 for it. It went up to 150. So I copped $110 profit in a trade. What else was there? Oh, a Masterpiece. It's worth like 220. I liquidated them. I felt like the Vulcan and Prince Stream were at a very high point. So I liquidated them into knives. So I'm going from coverts into more knives. I feel like long term this may be, I may be wrong. The Prince Stream could be $1,000, you know. I pretty much got 600 for it, which is what I paid. I bought it at its high. I wish, you know, a year ago it was like 300-400 bucks. A lot of these skins went way up. I should have been on top of that. But, you know, if you knew every market trend, you'd be endlessly rich. These vintage stickers all doing well. I feel like they're going to run like crazy eventually. I think I'm up 50 bucks on this Dignitas. The iBuys are up now finally. They were up and down for a little while. Titan. Yeah, the stickers are doing good, but like I said, they're not super liquid. I have a lot of like $50 to $150 coverts, classifieds. We'll see where they go long term. I feel long term they're all going to trend up. I got some patches here. Who knows? You know, that's basically the gist of it. But yeah, I'm pretty much going into knives, and I'll probably, if I put my own more of my own cash in, it'll probably be maybe feeder items. Feeder items, maybe some more stickers. I don't know. I don't really want to buy any more coverts right now. I don't know. We'll see if the market crashes. I'm obviously going to buy more. I'm in a good position because the market could go down 30%. I'd still be up. But yeah, we have some other speculations here. My storage units aren't too crazy. Just some Paris capsules. You know, there's probably $1,000 in all of these. We'll go through them. Heavy golds, foils, old stickers, anything under like $3 I threw in here. I'm sure some of them went back up. Some case speculation. I mean, my God, I wish I would have been more on top of these. You know, prices are super high right now. Just some basic skin specs. I'd like to get the storage unit filled eventually. Just some random like candy apples. Some good looking older skins. Nothing crazy like I said. I'd like to beef that up eventually. A lot of golds in here. This one's a little pricey. overall. A lot of these are like $1 to $4 skins and golds, hollows. These are probably not worth much anymore. I stored these away when the armory came out. Some papers, glitters, but then you got a bunch of golds. There's a lot of value in the gold. Some of the hollows, I'm not, like a lot in bulk, right? A lot of old stickers. There's quite a bit of money in that storage unit. What did I miss? But yeah, that's really it. Junk, that's just junk. So I don't think I'm gonna liquidate more into knives right now. I might buy some play skin knives down the line. I know a lot of the high tier skins are a good way to go. I don't know. I feel like I might step back here soon and just let the market ride and see what happens. A lot of people with a lot more in this market than me. A lot of people with a lot less, you know? I mean, I enjoy the game. I enjoy using the skins. Oh yeah, agents. Agents, oh my gosh, my entry was like, these have all tripled, and I have not sold them. Yeah, I'm up like crazy on the agents. All the Daryls I bought, 50% lower. A lot of these guys that are up to like 70, 80 bucks, I spent like 10 to 15 on them. I'm up very fat on the agents. And I know if they get added to the next operation, if there is one, like new agents, these could tank, but I don't care. They're still like vintage, right? Like they're always going to be the OGs. I feel long term they could reach a couple hundred a piece, you know? So I was thankful to like Trapper Solomon. I mean, I spent less than like 10, 15 bucks on all these. Up fat. Overall, we're in good standing. If the stickers take off in the next few years, I'll be sitting very well. I mean, I have so many old, you know, hollows, foils, you name it. But that's where we are. I'm very thankful to have had the money to put into this. And I might slow down. I don't know. It's addictive too, you know, because you see, you know, you're not always going to make money. But I've been very lucky. I wish I would have been in earlier. You know, there was a few year break there. But I'm back in. I'm enjoying it. It's nice to pass the time. And, you know, it's just something I do on the side. Figured I'd share. I don't really know what else to say. I have a big covert position, big sticker position, and I'm, you know, probably going to continue in the knives the next year or two. Just stock up on knives. Ones that are like trending down. Like this phase 2. There's, you know, and I like niche things like the Gamma Doppler Huntsman. A lot of people use this, but the phase 2s are through the roof. And funny enough, the paracord's downtrending. It's down like 200 bucks. So I'm like, all right, not my favorite knife. Is a 00, you know, not my favorite knife at all, but it grew on me a little bit, but it's a cheaper phase 2 right now. And I know it's a newer finish for this knife, but that's why I went with that. I wanted a gold gem. You don't ever see these in game. It sort of looks like pee, not gonna lie. It's not the best knife, but it's different, right? It has a gold sheen to it. Went with that. What else do we have here? The kukri has a heart pattern, low float. I think it's number 49 in the world. This phase 2 is actually, it was number 18. That's probably going to get blown out of the water the next year because it's a new finish. This, I love the pull-out animations. S-tier pull-out animations, like straight up. The knife itself, not the greatest. I love the pull-out animations. It grew on me. I impulse bought it. I might take a loss on it, but you don't see them. You know, I like using things that aren't seen. Does that bode well for long-term investments? Probably. I might make a few hundred on these long-term. I don't know. It probably isn't the best thing to do long-term, which is fine. You know, the classic, it's a blue gem. This was a gold gem, by the way. So it does have some rarity to it. It's like 99% gold on the front and 97% gold on the back. It's something different. The classic blue gem here, not the best knife, but I am a 1.6 fan. I played Counter-Strike from the day it was released. And the nifty thing about this, when he does the idle animation, his thumb goes over the spot here, so it's like a fingerprint spot. So I like this pattern, and I wanted a blue gem. And honestly, the animations for this, pretty dope. The knife itself, not the greatest though. 4-webbed crimson web. This is not shimmer. That's my only gripe with crimson webs. They're bland, but the pattern is 4-web, only 2 real, 1 massive, and then 1 massive on the back. It's a nice pattern. This probably fetched $650 to $750. It's weird. In field tested, these look just as good as fact new. That's why I went with it, you know, to get a couple $100 off. It's 0.22. And then we got the creme de la crop. Like I said, I had a $3,000 butterfly and a $2,500 cram, but I liquidated. And I'm not getting back into them unless they come back near 2K. I might consider it. If they go back to 1,500 all day, I'll be into it. But this is my baby with my gloves, the marble fade gloves. These are 0.08 as well. Got them through a trade. This is my only issue with these gloves is the green patina, the green there. They're on every glove type. And then also, if you have the perfect mesh, your backs are going to suffer. And if you have perfect backs, your mesh will suffer, right? This has wear up here. But these have perfect mesh and almost perfect backs besides right above the E, which the E is perfect, but right above the E. Very good gloves. You can't get them. Maybe there's some fact new ones, but you're going to spend thousands of dollars. You know what I mean? They're still worth $1,300. As far as the high tier things, I've had plenty of offers for my high tiers. I still think the Ive Horus will be 800 to 1,000 down the line. It's downtrended constantly. The Oni has room for growth. All the coverts have room for growth, in my opinion, especially like Wildfire. You get the gist. The Fennec, I think that'll be 700 to 1,000. Fact new. It's a feeder item too. It's one thing that's good about all the classifieds. They get fed into trade ups. Fire Serp, I expect 2K minimum. It might take a while. The Phosphor, definitely 1,200 plus. And it's hard for me. If I see double, like this is already up double, I'd have to see triple to quad profit to cash it out. I like these a lot. You know, I like my Lodi items. They're sentimental to me too, but there comes a point where you'd have to sell. Kill confirmed, still around, what, $100 some. I'm up on it, but one of my favorite USPSs. There's not much else to talk about. Sticker spec, I believe in it. I do. I expect all these 100 to 200 minimum in a few years, but who knows? Who knows, you know? And if it goes to 0, yeah, it'll suck, it'll hurt, but you know, I'll just dump more money in. I'm not going to go all in. I don't put all my eggs in one basket. But when one market goes down, another goes up, you know, like, oh my God, silver hit 39.60 a few days ago. I'm heavy into silver. I'm doing good. But this Counter-Strike, depending on the time frame, has performed better than any other asset class, which is crazy. What else can I talk about here? I mean, this thing just pops, right? I had to have one. Will it go up to $1,000? I don't know. Will it go back to 450? I don't care. It just pops. It's a great phase 2. I almost went for an emerald, but this you really want to look at the teeth wear on these, and this is near perfect, 0.01. The teeth look nasty on a lot. Got this in a pretty fair trade. I offloaded the Prince Dream and Vulcan. Love the guns. I just feel like they're gonna trend down for a bit. I might be wrong. Could regret it, but yeah, that's it. And the Huntsman was my first knife way back. I forget what I even had. Oh my gosh. It was a beater, dude. It was a beater. It was very low tier, but I had to have it. That's about it. We'll see where it goes. Maybe I'll do an update every couple of months or a year. This will just be on my YouTube. But that's where we are. I'm happy with it. And yeah, catch you later.